Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa is not a financial planner. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. So, Tesla, Tuesday, wild times. Grandpa's got some pretty pertinent information for you here. Last night, approximately 10 p.m., when we can't trade, Tesla managed to go up to $367 and approximately 20 cents. I watched it do it. It don't show up in our charts. $367.20. Good morning, Jeff. Jeff's saying, good morning, Professor. Yes, it is a good morning. So, for weeks, Grandpa's seen blinking up in the 363 area, right at 363. As a matter of fact, it's still doing it right now. Very little after hours and pre-market, but they've been consistently going there for weeks. Well, that number actually got broke through. On our charts, it shows a high of 362.80. 362.80, which is 20 cents shy of that 363 that Grandpa's been talking about for well over 2 weeks. I've been talking about it since the price was down at 212 or less. So anticipating that number, and it broke through it last night. I'm telling you, we have a new high of 367 and change. Could that be our new high pivot point? Our new top pivot point? It could. I just don't know for sure. On the other hand, we dipped down all the way to 328 and 3 cents this morning at 5 a.m. on the dot. They pulled us down when we can't trade. If you had Webull or Moomoo, if that was your brokerage, you would be able to trade that 4 o'clock, and Grandpa's leaning more and more towards possibly getting that Webull or Boobull or Moomoo so I can trade at that time of day. The current price is 341. We've got a low of like I say, 328.03 in the pre-market here, and the fair opening price is 348. Let's see. So 328, that's a $39 drop from 367 area. So and change. So that it is possible that 328 could be our new bottom pivot. We just aren't gonna know until till tomorrow probably. Keep in mind that the fair opening price today is 348, but Grandpa very often hits it in the pre-market, so take that with a grain of salt. This thing is going straight down. We have a sell signal in the 15-minute currently and in the 1 minute. I'm on the 50. This is a 15-minute chart. Each candle is 15 minutes, and we are under a sell signal. And it is going down, down, down. And boy, do I like that. Buying opportunity is what we're looking at. Anytime you buy Tesla, it's a buying opportunity, by the way. Okay, so current blinking has been 272 on the bottom side, 272, and 327.50. It's starting to look to me like we're going to see that 327.50, if not lower. I'm personally, I believe that 315 to 320 could be very likely today on the bottom side. 315 area to 320, and maybe that 310. You just don't know. Nobody knows. On the top side, we've got blinking currently at 356, 363, and 407 and a half. $407.50 on the top side. And whichever side down below or up above is blinking the most, that's the direction this thing runs every single day. Current price is around $339.75. Still a sell signal in the 1 minute and the 15 minute. Jeff says the sun is up in Prescott, Wisconsin. Well, the sun is up in Ontonagon too. Boy, are we even sharing the same sun here. So keep in mind, we're under a death cross. I forgot to mention that in the 5 minute. I'm going to go to the 5 minute. We got a death cross here at 347.50, and so far, I wish Grandpa could figure numbers. Grandpa's not very good with numbers, 347.50 down to 339. So about $8.50 so far on the death cross. Now, a death cross, how that works is the blue line, the blue dotted line here is the 50 moving average where Grandpa's got his mouse. And when that moves through this yellow dotted line, this one here, when it crosses through it from the top side coming down with the blue going down through the yellow, that's called a death cross. And then the opposite is true when the blue comes up through the yellow. That's a golden cross. And Grandpa doesn't really trade it, but it can give you some indication of direction, I guess. Usually you would expect to get $3. However, they can do less than $3. I've seen that. And very often you can get in the $20 range a death cross. Keep in mind we have about $8.50 so far on this death cross. But I've seen $50 death crosses and more. So, and vice versa. So, 30, 25, 30 are not out of the, especially but the movement that I'm anticipating today. This bus could come down today. If we bounce down to 320, you're looking at a $27.50 death cross. 317 would give us about 30. So give you some indication, possibly. Where'd the price go? Must have bounced up on us. Yeah, it did. We're up to 341 area right now, and so she's bouncing around. So, like I say, right now we have a buy signal in the 1 minute, and That's why she's bouncing up. Still have a sell in 15. The one moves back and forth. And let's see, where are they trading? We're trading in 339 50 area to 341 50 area. So a couple dollar, we should be getting close to the top of the range here pretty quick. And coming back down, I would anticipate, but you just never know. 348 is our fair opening price, and I anticipate we'll see that number again before it does its thing, whatever it's going to do. So, okay, that's all I know about that. Hey, I checked in the 24-hour trading, and it's for select securities, and I did find out that you cannot currently with Schwab, at least, you can't do 24-hour trading. These guys are able to trade. They can trade Tesla from 8 p.m. Friday night, or no, I'm sorry, 8 p.m. Sunday night until 8 p.m. Friday night, I believe is what the hours are. Round the clock. But who on Thinkorswim with Schwab, the ones that you are able to do it with is if you're trading, the ticker symbols are SPY, which is SPY, and that's the S&P 500. QQQ, which is the NASDAQ. So you can trade that 24 hours a day on Thinkorswim with Schwab. DIA or IWM, you can trade that one. GLD like in dog, and SLV like in victory. And you can also trade UNG. So if you want to trade something besides Tesla, round the clock, that's what you can trade. I would have really liked to be able to trade Tesla 24/7. They make such massive moves in the morning a lot of times, at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. when we can't trade. Now, if you are with Moomoo or Webull, and I don't promote them, some of the analysts do, you can start trading at 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. if you have Moomoo, and they're insured the same as any other brokerage with the U.S. government or whoever insures them over here. So they have the same insurance policies. But they're a Chinese brokerage. But I've heard good things about them. We have a sell signal in the 1 minute again, and we have a sell signal in the 15 minute. The 5 minute was such a mess, I wasn't really looking at it other than our death cross. We're potentially might be getting a buy signal here in the 5 minute. And we're getting a buy signal in the 1 minute also. We have a buy signal in the 1 minute. No, we do not. It switched on me. Too early to tell. Still a sell signal in the 1 minute and the 15 minute. I'm waiting on this 5 minute candle here. Oh man, if it is a buy signal, it's gonna be dirty. Nope, she switched. We're undersell. Boy, they don't make it easy. I can tell you that. So we're still undersell. She's coming down. She's coming down nice. Oh, I like this. Okay, so Grandpa's gonna check the blinking here. You know, that 363 that I watched forever over the last 2 weeks, that's been where they've been, market makers have been up there shorting for well over 2 weeks after hours and periodically through the day. We blew through that when we went up to 367 10 o'clock last night. That could be, that 367.20 could be our new top pivot. It would not surprise me, but I'm probably not going to know if it is or not until tomorrow. And as fast as this thing is moving up and down, we'll probably have a new bottom pivot point by the time I know the top pivot point. So it's just crazy, the movement in this thing. You know, expect large movements. Don't get all panicked, even if you're 30 or, you know, if you got a cash account, just keep your shares, by the way, because we're going to be going up here shortly. It might not be today, but the future is very bright. I'm thinking we're going to probably run in the 360 to 300 range this week. That's kind of sounds like a lot, but it's $60. But when you're in a stock that moves back and forth $50 in a day, it's kind of normal. The more movement you have, the more opportunity you have to buy lower or sell higher type of deal. So a lot of blinking yesterday up in the $400 range. A lot of it. 370 range was blinking pretty strongly, and also like I say, the $400 range was blinking a bunch. Let's see. I'm gonna look. I'm planning on getting off here just prior to the open. Just okay. So, they're blinking like crazy up at 363 currently. And on the bottom side, well, you got some blinking in the 332 area, 327.5, and that 273 area. Now, 285 to 287 is our first real place of support. But below that, the 272, 270, 273 area is our next real place of support, in Grandpa's humble opinion, of course. So we really have nothing major to stop us other than just trend points like around the 328 where it stopped this morning. And more psychological numbers like the 315 to 310 area, 300, 297 is a psychological trend area where it's stopped periodically before on the way up or whatnot. But the real support is the 285 area. 285, 287 in Grandpa's opinion, and then below that 270, 272. It wouldn't surprise me to see the 285 today. It would not surprise me. It would surprise me to see 272. That would surprise me. That would really be fun. I'd like that. But because you can buy shares cheaper, and do I think it's going to go there? No, Grandpa doesn't. But you just never know with Tesla. You just don't know. Yeah, so 328's our low, and 367 and change is our high. Even if you don't see it on your screen, that's reality. 5 a.m. we hit 328.03. 10 p.m. approximately we hit 367.20. That's a $39-40 dip. So Grandpa's wondering about that pivot point, because if we made a new high pivot point at that 367.20, and that's a real possibility at this point. We could be looking for 300 for the bottom pivot point, or 285 even. I just don't know. We have a bull flag in the 1 minute. We're still under a sell signal, and 5 minute and the 15 minute is a sell signal. I'm going to go back to the 15 minute because it's running much cleaner today. It's the 15 minute chart. Each candle is 15 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see what they do here. Okay, let's see where we blinking at now. Oh, they're doing some real blinking up in the 408 area. $408. They're up there shorting. They are having fun. Of course, they still have that 363 number on there, but that's irrelevant at this point in Grandpa's mind, because once they drive through it, there's not even any real resistance at that point anymore. Yeah, this thing is like a loose cannon. She can just go up and down almost at will. It is wild. Fun times. Still, let's see, where else are they blinking? Well, the 408, and on the bottom side's actually fairly quiet currently, but it's going up, so it would be. Yeah, they're pulling us up with 408. That's Grandpa's opinion. Oh boy. Well, 9:13. We're about 17 minutes to the open. Like I say, Grandpa's gonna pull off here. I just come on to mainly let you know that we're under a death cross, and let me see how much that death cross has given us so far. And I also wanted to let you know that 367.20 is possibly our new high top pivot point, because you're not going to see it on your screens. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right that we can't trade at 4 in the morning either. But whatever. Let's see here. We're inching back up here a little bit. That we don't have a buy signal in the 5 minute yet. We're on the 5 minute chart. It looks, we have a green candle coming, but it's a baby candle. I'm a baby candle. That's what we are, a baby candle. Yeah, we got good times coming with Elon being efficiency, in charge of government efficiency, and Rand Paul helping him. That's going to be just huge for Tesla. And him and Trump really seem to get along well, and Trump's making a bunch of his appointments. And if we can get a majority leader in the Senate that actually supports Trump instead of fights against him, it'll make it so the Senate doesn't hold up the appointments. Otherwise, they could take years. He'd be halfway through his presidency before he can get his people in place. And if the Republican rhinos, we're coming down, we got to sell in the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute, and this thing is dumping again. Seems to me like 328 might be in our near future here. I might have to adjust stuff here shortly. Grandma, she's excited. She's going to get herself some shares here. Grandma's currently going to grab some at 333 and anticipate a bounce and make her $100 or whatnot, and then 328, I believe I got her at. Grandma just knows stuff. She just knows what to do. How she does it, I do not know. But it always seems to me like Grandma knows what to do. So she's got some buys in, and hopefully they'll fill. 333 and 328 is what Grandma is going to do. And she don't care. She'll make money no matter what. Believe me, lots of it. She did real good yesterday, and she's just like they should have named Grandma Tycoon Grandma. She just knows how to buy those shares at the right spot. I wish Grandpa could do as good as Grandma, I tell you that. That is the truth. But anyway, so she has a cash account and she gets her shares and she just keeps them, and if she wants to sell some and make a little money, she does, and that's just the way it is. And I haven't heard from Trees and his trucker today. He's out there truck driving somewhere. Sell signal in the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute. We're under a death cross here in the 5-minute. New high last night, 367.20. I think that's just nasty. I would have loved to short up there. But you know, at 8 p.m. last night Eastern time when I could quit, it was 360. You know, so it went up another $7.20. Most of the night it hovered. Oh, they're ringing the bells. Most of the night it hovered around the 361, 362 area, and that's just what it did. We're getting a bull flag in the 1 minute currently, but we're still under a sell in the 5, 15. We're still under a sell in the 1 minute also, just getting a little retracement back up here. So, yeah, you're under a death cross. How low will she go? That is the question. Let's see, 337.50 to 338. It's given us about $9 so far, a little over $9 with our death cross. And keep in mind that thing can do $30 to $50, that death cross in this 5 minute. I can remember back when the biggest thing I'd seen was 2370 in a death cross, but things have changed. Tesla, the higher the price points, people are excited. The bigger the movements, getting 20, 30, up to $50 movement now will be common, much more common. And so you have to have your mindset in that, you know. Used to be that for the longest time, if you had many days when it was $5 from high to low, and $10 was $10 movement was a pretty good day in Tesla. Now 30, 40, $50 is pretty common. We got a buy signal in the 1 minute. She's retracing back up again some. But it sure looks like the trend is down here to Grandpa. The 1 minute's continually making higher lows or lower highs. I don't know, whatever. It's doing something. I'll show you the 1 minute. See, you got here, and then you have a lower high and a lower high, and if this is a lower high, that'll be a lower high. But the progression is it's running in waves here, but she's running in waves straight down. And Grandpa got his fair opening price this morning. Actually, the first time I've actually hit it decent at, many times I was coming within 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents of it. But I think you'll probably see that 348 again shortly after the open, and might be an opportunity to grab some more shorts if you want, if you're short, in anticipation of some lower numbers here. Who knows? You just never know what Tesla will do. This thing could run to the moon from here today, but I'm leaning towards the 315, 320 area as being pretty likely today. But there again, it's Grandpa's opinion. Grandpa could be wrong. That's a fact. Well, if you ever start feeling gloomy and you're, just think about optimists. Hey, listen to my previous live stream. I did one on optimists and why 10,000 per share might be a cheap share in Tesla at some point. That really sounds crazy. But Grandpa is a little crazy. But I made my case as to why, and you can go listen to it, and then you can make your own case. Grandpa doesn't care. I think that if you sell your shares at $10,000 each, you're going to regret it. That's Grandpa's opinion. Not 1,000. I'm saying 10,000. I even go further than that. So, but and I think there's numbers to back that up coming in our near future. Just Grandpa's crazy opinion. Okay, yeah, we're heading back up here. I'm looking at the 1 minute. That's enough to scare you. Yeah, we have a. Let's see. Do we have a buy signal in this 5 minute yet? I gotta see the clock and my brain can't see it. Oh, we gotta wait a minute. Oh, yeah, we do. We have a buy and no. So we're gonna start the day with a buy in the 1 and the 5, and we currently have a sell in the 15. That's the way it looks to Grandpa. I think we're gonna, unless something happens here, I think we're gonna start the day with a buy in the 1 and the 5 minute at 9:30. I'll give it another minute here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to start the day with a buy in the 1 and the 5 minute, and the 15 minute is looking weaker. So I'm anticipating a bounce up towards probably what? Grandpa's fair opening price, of course, of 348. Oh, Grandpa, you always say that. Well, Grandpa's crazy. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you tonight. I'll come back around 6 and give you the fair opening price for Wednesday and new bottom pivot point and divergence and indexes and the fair opening. We're going to have fun. See you then. Bye-bye.